my good friend Phil Rivera, pipe maker extraordinaire.
Oh, wonderful. Really? The camera? The camera's down? Let me see what's going on. Oh, I figured out what's going on. Here we go. 1 second. There we go. There we go. There we go. Wow. That was absolutely user error. Get those night vision goggles on. By God. Get them on. How is everybody? I know, take the lens. What happened was, is I was using, what happened was, what had happened was I use OBS to take my screenshots, and I forgot to turn off OBS before I turned on Streamlabs, and there you go. That's what did it. That's what did it. Good to see all of you. Yes, yes, I'm glad all of you were here waiting. I know. I appreciate, yes, yeah, I appreciate being able to do that for you, yes. Oh yeah, they don't play nice at all. It puts the lotion in the basket, or else it gets the hose again. WKR Piper in Cincinnati is on. John Galdieri checking out the Asian Stock Exchange. Donald Graham, good to see you. Everett, good to see you. Steve Russell.
Fired up.
Fired up. Steve Russell, every time you're in, it's gonna you're getting a quote from the late great Steve Thomas, who I am the beneficiary of audio equipment. Good man. Sweet Muffins. Good to see you, sir. Phil Rivera. Big Country Cole. It's balls in your belly cold outside. Wow. I'm not sure I've ever heard that terminology. Good Lord. You're supposed to be wearing your leopard print thong tonight. Wow, Everett. Boy, I tell you, everybody is ready for Friday. I can see it. That's okay. That's all right. I will tell you, today is November 17th. It is indeed. I'm glad you were splendid. Chad, good to see you, sir. By the way, Ganj got the last word of the day. And the word of the day today is maraud. M-A-R-A-U-D. It is a verb. Has three definitions. 1, to move about in roving fashion looking for plunder. 2, to raid and pillage. And 3, to act aggressively. That's about it. So anybody that comes up with a really, really good sentence, I will review. I feel like I know we have exclamation point ask. I wonder if we need like an exclamation point say or something like that to, like, when you put a message out you really want everybody to hear. I'm always looking for ways for you guys to be able to get my attention when I'm going all over the place. A marauding horde of geriatrics. You give excellent visuals there, Phil. Quote of the day, I don't agree with, so save a life and adopt. Just what I'm gonna say, and adopt. Today is Beaujolais Nouveau Day. I don't know what this is. Beaujolais Nouveau Day? Beaujolais. And then Nouveau. Nouveau? Does anybody know what that is? Does anybody have a clue? I'm glad you were, look. I'm glad you were holding it, Cole. That's commendable. Oh, Mod was a fraudulent marauder. Interesting. Mike from Briar Blues.
Mike from Briar Blues here. Welcome to the dark side.
It's French. Thank you, John. I thought it was maybe Cajun or something. Like, I don't know. I thought Cajun could be it. I don't know. It's also Children's Grief Awareness Day, which everybody, that should be every day, period. Nouveau. Got it. Educator for a day. I have been an educator for years. Years and years. Because that's what I do with my kids all the time. Electronic greeting card day. Did anybody remember when the electronic greeting cards got really, really big? I forget what it, there was one specifically that was kind of like a jokish one. And I think it was actually an audio and visual card. And I thought they were pretty funny. I was a pretty big fan of them. The Great American Smokeout. I wonder if I can get me a good smoke ring with this one. Almost. There went one. It was working. Did you see it? It was working. We used to kick the mailbags at Christmas to make them stop. Oh, no. God. Jeez. Wow. Or this one. Okay.
I'm not a smart man.
There's one. I got one. It worked. It worked this time, I tell you. Homemade bread day. Does anybody make their homemade bread? What is your favorite bread? If it's a homemade bread, let us know. Oh yeah, I guess it would be like the electronic card. I was thinking more of like the virtual card. That's probably not right. It is flipping cold in here. But I got my... Hey, what's up, Doc? Woo, there was a solid one. Did y'all see that one? That was a solid one.
I'm getting really sick of guys named Todd.
I lost it. Sourdough. That's a good one. I am a fan of sourdough. By the way, hard to out some good sourdough. Yeah. I love sourdough. Oh yeah, I forgot to hit it.
It's Miller time.
It is. Squooey Mawading wet. Oh, Phil with the throwback. Look at him and going with the. Oh, Phil's on top on that one. I don't know if I should say that. I feel like I probably did not. I don't know. Let's see. International Guinness World Records Day. Is there any specific world record that really sticks out to you? Broccoli cheddar soup in a sourdough bread bowl is amazing. I feel like almost the consensus is constantly sourdough. I can't do the smoke rings like the big shots do. I don't do that, but I'm trying to think. I think the Guinness Book of World Records that I recall specifically that was just weird was watching a dude cracking open like coconuts with his bare hand. That one was weird. Todd, good to see you. Oh, Hawaiian bread? Yeah. Like sometimes I can get it, sometimes I can't. Focaccia bread. Cincy coming in here all fancy. How about a slow smoking of a pipe? Good evening. Hillbilly Piper. Indeed. We can definitely do one of those as well. I had one good one in there. I get like one good one. That's all I can do. I don't know. I feel stupid as all hell trying to do it. Andrews Rigliano, the Bluefin Piper. Good to see you, sir. It's also International Happy Goes Day? G-O-S-E? What is a G-O-S-E? What is a goes? Goes? Like, all I think is Gozer from... from freaking, God, what from,
Only one way to take care of it. Nip it. In the bud.
Ghostbusters. I've never heard of a goes. What? I don't know what a goes is. It's a beer. Is it like Gose? Just goes. Yeah, G-O-S-E. It's a warm fermented beer. A warm? Okay. Okay. I mean, I'm good with that. If someone asks if you were a god. Let's see. International Students Day. All those.
Do you know who I am?
I
Kind of
know
a
you.
big deal.
You are a
People
big
know
deal.
me. My apartment
Yeah.
smells of rich mahogany.
Yes, it does. Hey there, Ron. And I can smell all your many, many leather-bound books. Goose missing an O. John, I believe that. John, what about crypto? Did you say you weren't in any of that crypto? That stuff is becoming very beyond Enron-ish and hilarious. I feel like my smoke just isn't tight except for the very first one. Let's see. National Baklava Day. What is baklava? Is that a food? That's a food. Or is that like a ceremony? I don't know. Sounds like a food. No crypto ever. I don't know what baklava is. Is that an event or it's a Greek dessert, a pastry? Okay. Got it. Okay, good. So you guys educate me just as much as I educate you. Don't pull your head back when you try and blow a ring. Snap your lower... Ow! That just hurt! Oh! I don't know if I want to do it now. Oh, you're right! You're right! Thanks, Mike. Okay. Oh, God, I popped my jaw. That hurts so bad. What's wrong with me? That hurt. What the heck happened to me? The old man knows some things. You're a young man at heart. Honey-covered flaky pastry. I don't think that's a problem. Clarence Wood. Happy Thursday. National Black Cat Day, so be careful, all you superstitious ones. National Farm Joke Day. Why did the farmer cross the road? Because his was stuck in the chicken. Sorry. Sorry. I love all my farmers. FFA for life. National Rural Health Day. National Take a Hike Day. See ya. Bye. Bye, Felicia. That was not a PC joke, I'll tell you that. To show the chicken it could be done. But should it be done? Could be done, though. All true. All true. Absolutely. Let's see. National Unfriend Day. Anybody been unfriended? There's some I wouldn't be upset if they unfriended, but, you know, I welcome all. Oh, no, Everett. Good Lord. Country's like, see ya. Deuces. Phil, you're not wrong. Down here, or over here, it's more possums. They're the unshelled armadillos. Petroleum Day. There we go. That's that. Today is not an eco-friendly green day. Social Enterprise Day. It's National Way Too Freaking Cold for November Day. I heard New York, Buffalo might get like, what was it, like 4 feet or more? I don't know if this should have a day, but it is the Little Mermaid Day. Okay. Use less stuff day. I am a minimalist at heart. Even though I know you see how I like to, but like when I find something that works, I like to clear other things out. So I just, move it on. You mean Vaseline? The song? It's been a while. I think I haven't listened to Bush in a long time. Let's see, he is never a friend to begin with, Chad. He can't oh no. Oh no. That's okay. World Pancreatic Cancer Day. Okay. World Philosophy Day. Chad, this is your day right there, sir. World Philosophy Day. World Prematurity Awareness Day. There we go. Absolutely. I think we've covered some of these on the week. It is Operating Room Nurse Awareness Week. Perioperative Nurse Week. And Random Acts of Kindness Week. I'm good with that. I like that. Can you dig it? See, Andrew, when I'm not like, I'm telling you, I make a much better guest than I do a host. Okay, Andrew, like, because when I'm not running shows and things like that, and I've got somebody just to talk to and like, inspire and like be amused for me to start bringing out things like especially if it's not my channel. If it's not my channel and I don't have to worry about a bleep button or anything. Woo! Letting it go. Just let it fly. Why is that happening? Those are supposed to be off. How did you win something? Oh, you just have. You have that many points. I'm sorry. Thought you won something and I had to take it away. I know, Troy. I'm working on the motorboat. I had a good idea, but then I've changed the idea, so it's in the works, as they say. But I'm going to have a motorboat. It will happen tomorrow. I am a man of words. Let's see. Let's see if we have any famous birthdays. Dean Paul Martin. American singer, actor, and pilot. He was born in 1951 and passed in 1987. One of my favorite actors, Danny DeVito, 1944 is when he was born on this day. What was your favorite Danny DeVito movie? Twins would have to... Nope, I'm sorry. Twins would be in my top 3, but my favorite Danny DeVito movie, I believe, is probably Throw Mama from the Train. Yeah, Phil, yep, boom, Phil. Yep, I'm with you, man. Lauren Hutton was born in 1943, American model and actress. Rock Hudson, American actor. Known for Ice Station Zebra, Macmillan and Wife. Passed away in 1985. The Van, Taxi, there we go. Nice. Not a movie. Taxi, well, it's not, yeah, right, true, but that's okay. That's all right. I mean, it's a show, but that's fine. That's fine. That completely qualifies. So, I'm sorry, I should have said film or TV. Let's see. Anything else? Recipes for the day. World Prematurity Awareness Week. Make sure them pregnant women's don't give pregnant women any cold cut sandwiches. They can't have it. It's not allowed. He's got a horrible penguin. Jewel of the Nile. Was Danny DeVito in Jewel of the Nile? I don't know. Johnny Dangerously. Wasn't he? He was also in. Was it 30 Rock? No. What was that other show that he was in? That's the SoFi thing. He has a tiny role. Those things do happen. He does have a tiny role. Let's see, on this day in history. In 2003, Arnold Schwarzenegger begins his term as governor of California. No, wait a minute, that was it. I'll be back. I know that's a terrible Schwarzenegger. Get in the chopper! Put it down. I can't do that. I'll be back. I'll be back. I can do the more when he's like yelling ones. Get in the chopper. Let's see. In 1993, the U.S. House of Representatives passed a resolution to establish the North American Free Trade Agreement, or NAFTA. Oh, yikes. Wow, Phil. If it bleeds, we can kill it. That was, I believe that was, no, if that, was it Terminator or was it Predator? In 1858, the city of Denver, Colorado was founded. Boy, did they not know what was coming. All briared up does a good Arnold. I ain't got time to bleed. I don't have time to bleed. How do I do it? I'm trying to think of how Jesse Ventura sounds in that. I can't. It's odd. I say I can't picture it because what I do is I picture him and then listen to him in my head and then I regurgitate what he says. That's usually how I'm able to do any kind of voice mimicry. I don't have time to bleed. Russ Wilson happened in Denver. Yikes. Oh, here we go. Boom, 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 boom. We have a great pipe one. A great YTPC related on this day in history. In 1603, English explorer Sir Walter Raleigh goes on trial for treason. Wonder what was in his pipe. Break out your Sir Walter Raleigh today. Try Christopher Walken singing Everybody Wants to Rule the World. I've got a fever. I've got a fever. And all I need is more cowbell. See, it's Christopher Walken's. And you got me all wrong. It's wrong tone, you see. Say it again. I'll stab you in the face with a soldering iron. I used to do that one a lot better. I hate when something falls randomly and my line of sight's not there, and I'm like, oh, oh God. Oh, in this day in music, 1962, Big Girls Don't Cry by the Four Seasons hits. 1997, The Woman in Me. 1998, Americana is the fourth studio album released by The Offspring with the hit Pretty Fly or a White Guy. Walking in a Winter Wonderland. No doubt there. Need to be a little more mono. "2003 Tales of a Librarian" is the first compilation album released by Tori Amos. On this day in sports, in 1896, the Western Pennsylvania Hockey League is formed. How about that? Bet you didn't know that one. Probably not. "1940, the Green Bay Packers of Wisconsin become the first NFL team to travel by plane. Who can name the song played on the chopper while team was headed into jungle on Predator? Yes, it was, oh. And in fact, he turned it up. Oh, man. Yes, Long Tall Sally. She's a beauty queen. Long Tall Sally. I can't remember exactly how it goes. I got this freaking music in my ear. Mustache. Mistakes were made. 1981. Bill Cartwright of the New York Knicks ties the record of 19 free throws in the NBA. Nice. 1991, Dale Earnhardt wins the 41st NASCAR Sprint Cup. Very good. That's a lot of NASCAR wins on this one. 1959, Willie McCovey of San Francisco Giants wins the National League Rookie of the Year. She's built for speed. I like that. In honor of, we will, in honor of Farmer Joke Days. Farmer's Day of Jokes. What the hell was it? National Farm Joke Day. Yes, indeed. We will bust out some. I don't do this during the week, but it called for it. Why shouldn't you tell a secret on a farm? Because the potatoes have eyes and the corn has ears. That's a creepy joke. I don't know if I even like that. Why did the Scarecrow win the Nobel Prize? Because he was outstanding in his field. Yeah.
Ooh, the best thing about apples, you're gonna taste some floral infusions and you're gonna taste some weird flavors. Some of them are pretty good, don't get me wrong.
Wow. Oh, you know what? You want me to hand bone? We can hand bone it. Since you like that music. What do you get when you cross a robot and a tractor? Give up? A transformer. Yeah.
Want to say something?
Yeah.
I'll put it out there. And if you like it, you can take it. If you don't, send it right back.
Okay. What day do potatoes hate the most? Friday. They hate Friday. I don't know where Hughes is at. I ain't seen him in a while. They come and go as they please. What farm animal keeps the best time? A watchdog. Yes, yes. Yep. A watchdog. Absolutely.
Me llamo Steve.
Hey, Steve. Did you hear about the magic tractor? It turned into a field.
No.
Whatever. Whatever. Let's see. Oh no! This is an awful question. Boo. If a cow laughed really hard, would milk come out of her nose? Let's see. Why did the cow jump over the moon? Give up? Because the farmer had cold hands.
I'll make you famous.
No, I'll make you famous. What? Oh, let's see. What's the best part of farming? Getting down and dirty with the hose.
What is your major malfunction?
I love it. I love it. What new crop did the farmer plant? Beats me.
Giggity giggity. Giggity goo. Stick around.
Yep. Why do cows like being told jokes? Because they like being amused. They like being amused.
How about new, you crazy Dutch bastard?
Oh my gosh. There's so many. There's so many. The good thing is they're mostly like pretty good PC jokes. For the most part. They're usually pretty good PC jokes. Let's see where the wife is. The wife's on her way home from the airport. Let's see. She has texted me. Okay. Rideshare. Not sure why something went wrong, but better not go wrong. Woof. Woof. She is. Yikes. Okay. Not far out now. She'll be here in about 46 minutes. That's fine. That'll work. That'll do. That'll do. Except the chicken, that was foul. Yikes. Let's hit a bit of zoom, shall we? Who's up for it? Who's up for the zoom? We'll bust one out. Oh, yep. Gotta do that other thing that it always tells me to do. There we go. Even when you're down. I love it. Bow, bow, bow. Phil, you have the most blocked chat out of anybody I've ever seen. I've never seen anybody with as many blocked messages as you. Did I say Chad? I meant Phil. Did I say Phil? Phil. I did indeed mean Phil. Daughter's home from... Is there a prize? I thought you said, is there pizza? There they are. Bunch of scallywags.
Buenos Aires.
You look bright-eyed and bushy-tailed as always at this time of day there, Mike.
Sure.
And upbeat. I don't know how I missed that one.
Ask Katrine about Goes.
Goes? Okay. I'll have to ask her about Goes.
Hey, Burley King.
Always wondered.
Hey, how's it going, Martin?
Everett, good to see you, sir. How are you?
I'm excellent.
Oh, I forgot to bring everybody over. There we go. Now everybody's over.
I've been up since 3 o'clock this morning, so.
Good heavens. What for?
I had to work at 5 this morning.
Gotcha.
I had to steam clean the carpets, and if I don't get up early and have coffee, I'm not a happy camper.
That's right. No, understood. Understood. Neither are they. Everett, neither are they. They too are not as happy as when you have coffee. Yeah, I've been up. This week's been a blur because I've been up at 5:30 each day to get the boys' lunch ready, get everything ready, then get him up and get him ready. And this single dad stuff is for the birds. Told the wife, I said, you might want to have a chat with the boss. I needed a little relief. Yes. Look, you're not saying anything to hurt my feelings, sir. You can
Parents nowadays, eh? Jeez.
Single dad for
a couple days?
No, it's been like 5 weeks in a row.
I did it for 16 years.
Sure. If you choose that, I'm not choosing it. That's why I'm married, Mike.
Are you a parent?
I am a parent.
It comes with the territory sometimes.
Look,
that's right.
He will find a school that starts later in the day if I'm a single dad.
You'll start homeschooling.
I might do that anyways.
Not a bad option.
It's not, but we'd have to be careful about the German consulate coming and hunting us down since it's illegal in Germany.
Does he carry 2 passports?
She doesn't. The kids do. Because she's not a citizen. She's a resident alien, but the kids are both dual citizens, which is pretty nice. What a sweet gig that is.
It does give them a hell of a lot of options.
Holy mackerel. That's why we had our daughter go and take a lot more German. We're probably but the best thing for us to do is just to send her over there with her family for about a year.
Yeah, she'll pick it up real quick.
Mm-hmm. It's amazing what you can do when you're in the environment that you're just, and force sounds like a bad word, but really it forces you to adopt the spoken language when you live there.
When I was in Italy for the immersion, I took about 3 weeks in advance some basic Italian on the computer. But by the end of the 7th and 8th day, I was able to communicate.
Mm-hmm.
It's amazing when you're dropped into a situation, how quickly you can adapt.
That's right. That's right. I mean, that's really, if you want to learn, I don't think there's any better way.
If you want to eat.
Or go to the hospital or call a cab or
exactly.
Use the restroom, anything.
Pretty much. I mean,
immersion learning. I learned Canadian in like literally one day.
Wow. Wow.
They're probably confused, Everett, that we were able to learn how to speak English.
Yeah.
Well, you have.
Apparently, everybody thinks we say A all the time. I don't get it.
I think it's more the boot than the A.
Boot? What are you talking about? A boot's something you wear on your feet.
Yeah, like a lot of people like to say. A lot of people want to say that Canadians say, instead of saying about, they say a boot.
We say about.
Exactly.
In Newfoundland, they say a boot.
Oh, well, in Newfoundland. Okay. Now, don't you have provinces where like it's like the main language is French and
That's Quebec.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it's all the provinces.
All the
French
provinces,
is
yeah.
the main language. Some of us have learned English too.
Oh, there you go. Yeah. Well, I appreciate you. Appreciate you coming to the dark side. Have they already done the crowning and everything for the new king? The new king.
Yeah, they did that back in after the.
No. Charles has not been inaugurated as king yet.
Yeah,
spring.
I thought he was, Mike.
No.
Does the currency have to change then?
In the UK or here?
In the UK? Well, I don't know. Do y'all have the queen on your currency?
Some on some bills, yes.
Interesting.
And coins.
I wonder if they'll just leave it like a legacy, or if they actually will change it over.
That, or they'll make him bleach his hair and get it permed.
You have a odd stance on hair, given what I'm seeing on the screen right now, Phil.
Well, I know I look like that giant fuzzy tooth on the Warner Brothers cartoons, but there's actually hair there. It's just the way the lights.
I'm waiting for you to get a perm, Phil.
See, there is.
Oh, I got you. I see it. I see it. Full head. Full head for sure. Name the Canadian movie we spent all our time going around to all the bowling alleys searching for beer. That's a Canadian movie. I don't know that movie. Strange Brew. Is that it? Wayne's World? There's a lot of guesses.
Strange Brew came out in the early 80s.
Yeah.
I wouldn't know it's a Canadian movie if somebody told me, probably.
Strange Brew. Say Strange Brew, I start thinking of Weird Science and all those.
Weird Science is a great movie. Wonderful movie. And that
all because of Kelly LeBrock.
Oh, she was banging. My goodness.
So was Steven Seagal.
Canadian surfer movies.
Canadian surfer movies?
Yeah. Fast Times at Vancouver High or something like that.
I'm not lying. Like Weird Science, I watched that movie because I had a crush on her. Everything about that woman. Best line in that whole movie. All right, boys, drop down and give me 20. And they all fainted. I was like, yes. It's like, absolutely. What was it? Oh, and the guys were like, well, they took, I remember they took a shower with her and they both had their jeans on. It's like, but I will say the blonde-haired guy, the blonde-haired kid in that movie, even though he's not a kid anymore, but at the time he's pretty much a young guy. My favorite scene is when they come back to the house drunk and they're like just hauling his ass up the stairs and he's like, Chet comes out, he's got a cigar, blows in his face. He's like, no shit, Chet, no shit. No shit, Chet. And then she turns him into a big pile of shit. And that was wonderful. That was just a great movie. I miss those kind of movies. Great movie.
Basically, it was a take on Mary Poppins. You know that, right?
I didn't know that at all. Yeah, that's news to me. I didn't know she had an umbrella.
Have you ever met anybody as gullible as Martin?
I mean, I'm going to tell my wife that when she gets here. I mean, she's going to be so impressed. Yeah, when she turns the brother into the giant turd, that's hilarious. He's like, I like when Chet opens up, he's like, are those my grandparents? What are they doing catatonic in a closet? That I would love to have been in the room with the writers of that movie. Just the oddball things they probably came up with and said.
They probably got most of their information out of High Times.
I mean, it's very possible. That whole movie was just great. There was like no stoppage time in that movie. You couldn't get up to pee or anything. You had to watch that sucker beginning to end, or you were going to miss something. I'm trying to think what other movies were kind of similar to that.
Trying to think of the blonde curly-headed actor back in the 80s, and he's having this fantasy scene of the brunette girl coming out of the swimming pool topless.
Fast Times at Richmond High.
Yeah.
Bam!
I had a crush on her. I can tell you right now.
Ferris.
You're not thinking of the movie 10 with Dudley Moore.
No.
Ferris Bueller's Day Off was a good one.
Mm-hmm.
Bueller.
Pretty in Pink is one of my favorites because she's from Sacramento. Her father, well, he passed during COVID, but he was the theater director here in Sacramento.
She's married to Kevin Kline. Interesting. I also, probably one of my all-time favorites is Howard the Duck. In that kind of science fiction genre.
I think there's a goofy ones. You had Caddyshack, all those too.
No, Dazed and Confused is a little further down the road. I'm sticking with the like funny, funky 80s. Caddyshack's a good one. Howard the Duck was great. I don't care what anybody says.
And I mean, we're talking 80s. You can't forget. Dang it, I had it on the tip of my tongue. The black comedian burned his face off lighting up heroin or something.
Richard Pryor.
Richard Pryor. Yeah.
Freebasing cocaine.
Yeah. he did some great movies.
He had some of the absolute best stand-up.
Yeah.
Easily. Remo was awesome, yep. Adventures of Remo Williams. Yeah, Uncle Buck was a really good one.
That was a movie that needed a sequel.
Yeah, I could see that one for sure.
I think Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure, that was probably 90s. I don't think
that was 90s.
80s. Yeah.
Yeah, Keanu Reeves was like, oh, your mom is so hot, Bill, or Ted, whatever your name is. It's like, good Lord.
His acting hasn't changed. He's just
no, it's the same thing. Yeah. Prior co-wrote Blazing Saddles.
Yeah, Blazing Saddles.
That's interesting. I didn't know that. Yeah, Patrick, I'm with you. Ferris Bueller's Day Off. What else was there in that vein?
Oh, you had Rodney Dangerfield did some movies.
Oh yeah, like Summer School. I Get No Respect. God, he was just I wonder if that guy was ever out of character. Because he's such an imposing figure. It's like his bug eyes and like all his mannerisms. It's just like, oh my gosh.
Probably one of the funniest men you'll ever see live. I got that pleasure.
The Rodney Dangerfield?
Yeah.
Oh, I believe it. He's just like, that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't know if he ever like comes out of character. Like, I don't know if he has a character. I think it's just him.
He was. He did
His humor to
Vancouver.
me sounds like he's just very observant, you know, and finds life humorous.
He's very quick. And when he was here, a woman in the audience said, "Will you give me your tie for a kiss?" He quit right back. "What did you do for your underwear?"
Oh my God. Wow.
Do you remember who was it? Sophia Loren or something showed up on Johnny Carson's show, and she brought her cat, and she asked Johnny Carson, "Would you like to pet my pussy?" He said, "Move your cat."
Oh my God. Wow. Wow. Hey, yo.
I'm sure the producers were like, "This is live. How do we cut?" You know?
Oh, Ron brings out Porky's. There
Yeah,
we go.
Porky's.
Which is now on Amazon Prime, and so is Porky's Revenge.
Yeah, but nobody has any idea what it's like to like peek into the girls' locker room these days. You might see something you weren't expecting. I'm sorry. Did I say that? I apologize. I didn't mean that.
No, you did mean
Did I have more black comments on your live than anyone else?
What? What happened? What'd I say? Where's that damn bleep button? God, I need to catch myself sometimes. Did anybody watch Willie's live last night?
Yep.
I was there for a bit.
Yeah. Like I said, like I am much better as a guest speaker. By far.
Yeah, that's right. You came on. That's about when I nodded off.
That's a wonderful wow. Okay, there we go. Goo goo ka-choo.
For those lucky enough to have met Martin in person, just wind him up and just let him go.
Am I any different, Mike?
No. Not at all.
We just let loose.
There's your next prop, Martin. You just get like one of those big old giant prop wind keys on your back and just shuffle across the floor.
I would probably nail myself in the face and be out in like 15 seconds.
Well, you're like you'd have too strong a spring and it would
Easily.
suck you into
Right.
the wall behind
I'm gone. See ya. I remember, I forget the gentleman's name, but all I kept doing was calling him Indy because I swore to God he had an Indiana Jones hat on. Mike, I'm sure you remember his name.
I don't, but you two were hilarious because between the two of you, I don't think there was a split second of not audio going on.
Oh my gosh. I mean, this cat was like, he
one-to-one word with you.
He was absolutely king of and I loved it. And so what I started to do in the conversation, and I do this all the time depending on who I'm talking to, because what it actually does is it helps me remember the person. Like I can remember their face and everything. I don't usually remember their name, but I usually remember their face and can pick out right where I left off. So every time he would talk about certain things, you know, I would just bring up, I'd be like, "Oh, really? Wow, golly." I mean, like full on Raiders of the Lost Ark, was it? Wow. Okay.
You
Never
were
thought.
Egging him on.
Oh, I couldn't help it.
And it kept going. And going.
Look, man. Hey, when you got a horse, you ride it till it bucks you. He just kept going, and I loved every bit of it. And man, you could see he got that little glint in his eye, and he was ready to go. I said, "All right, sir. I caught the sign. Understood." So many things. I was like, he was like, "Yeah, we were on the subway, and I was talking to this lady. Oh, like that chick in the Temple of Doom." He was like, and he wouldn't miss a beat. He'd just be right on with the story.
Straight over, and he'd keep going. Yeah.
Great guy, great fella, and fully aware and open of the full amount of bull that he was spinning, and that part I loved. But it's like he was a good character. Yeah, I am not a serious person. I'm seriously unserious.
Yeah, except when you seriously deliver food.
But that goes to my roots on how I was raised, and you feed people. So I mean, that's my mom. My mom is an old South Carolina person, and she cooked for a family of 10 since she was 8. So every meal we ate was like that for each person.
You started out. You missed South Korean by that much.
I almost got it there. She I can tell you right now, you probably wouldn't have a hard time telling the difference, because she's about as curly haired and South Carolina as it gets.
Meet Martin, bring stretchy pants.
I bring my stretchy pants. Chancho. Yeah, no, it's 100% that. But that's just the way for us. That's just the way we always, everything we used to do back in the day. I mean, that was the greatest thing about growing up and on that tail end. I didn't get to experience it like my mom and my dad did, where everybody was doing block parties. People put music on, everybody was enjoying full neighborhood parties and getting together and everybody pulling out their chairs, for 4th of July, and just it's just not like it was. And I was on the tail end of that, and everything was still fun when I was a kid.
We don't do 4th of July here in Canada.
Parties, but that was about the time when Jaws came out and nobody went in the pool.
That's because they thought some weird sailor was going to pull up.
No, it's because they saw
I wasn't a weird sailor yet.
Not yet, Phil.
I wasn't even a leading seaman or an ordinary seaman yet.
Missed it by that much.
Don't say a word.
Mike.
Doing my best to give material.
Just keep tossing them out there, Phil. We'll keep hitting them.
Down, dive, down Periscope.
Sense of humor, you know that.
I hadn't noticed.
Mike's got
my own nose.
Mike has a typical Canadian sense of humor, very dry and quiet.
Hey, Phil, how come you only had 5 partially finished pipes today? You haven't got the bottom half of the bowl done yet. What the hell's wrong with you?
Spring.
Get busy.
Yeah.
Holy.
The quill return spring was like a clock spring.
Yeah, so?
It went boing.
Excuses. You got hand files? Get to work.
Yeah. No, I've got.
Whatever.
Hey, you got some Oompa Loompas in that fridge behind you? Roll them out. Let's go. Make some pipes. God.
That's a kimchi refrigerator.
Understood.
Oh, yeah.
So they come out red instead of orange. Got it.
Yeah. Jar of kimchi, nothing else goes in there, or everything smells like kimchi.
Yeah.
Is that a bad thing?
Depends whether you like kimchi or not.
I like kimchi. My daughter thought she liked kimchi. And then I bought her some. I went to the farmer's market in the very authentic Asian section and got her a nice array of kimchi. And I ended up finishing that kimchi.
I love water kimchi. It's the daikon radish and green onion and garlic. And that's it with a whole bunch of water. You eat the radish and then you just drink the juice. It's better than drinking pickle juice.
I don't drink that either. My liver wouldn't be able to stand it. But I love watching them make kimchi and everything, and just the care that's taken in the process. And a lot of times how it's a very, very much a family thing as well. And it's so cool.
Everybody thinks kimchi is just, the sour cabbage.
Oh, no.
And it's not. It's all those dishes they put in front of you.
Yep.
All kinds of pickles.
Yep. And it's just so cool to watch the whole process. And it's an extremely tedious process. Granted, it's fermenting for a while, but holy crap.
I mean, here, you go to a Vietnamese restaurant, Chinese restaurant, you pay $7, $12 a bowl. Go to a Korean restaurant, anything you order is going to be double the price just because the level of detail and handling that goes with it.
That's right. No, they don't skimp. and it's just so good. But see, I also grew up loving cabbage, so there's not much type of cabbage dishes that I don't like. I like cabbage dishes most people don't like. Most people don't like boiled cabbage, and I love boiled cabbage.
I love boiled cabbage. You get
boiled cabbage soup with other vegetables, a bit of curry.
Oh yeah.
You throw a nice big kielbasa in there.
Well, that's the fancy one. That's not quite what we had. Ours would have a ham hock in it that Mom had used for the ham for something else. And so just to add some of the grease and fat and stuff like that in there, and some of the marrow, things like that. And so that's basically it. And then salt and pepper. That was pretty much our. And so every time I get any kind of like we would always go anytime we were at the mall when there was still a mall or whatever the hell those are these days. When there was a mall and there would be just some type of Oriental food stand, whatever it is. And anytime they have cabbage and broccoli or whatever, I'm all over the cabbage. I'm like, just give me 2 things of that. That's my side. That's all I want. And it's
I still make sauerkraut. I have a gallon of sauerkraut in the refrigerator. But you want to try something really cool, use red cabbage to make sauerkraut instead of the green cabbage. It's a little sweeter and a little more peppery.
So my mother-in-law, she of course makes homemade red cabbage. And so we have that anytime we have schnitzel or something like that, it's always red cabbage and potatoes or red cabbage and potato dumplings and schnitzel or Leverkuchen or whatever dish or what she made something the other night, and I'll have to ask the wife what it was, but they're big thick hamburger patties, but they're just pork, and they have a little onion and herbs and other stuff in it, and she fries them like a pan fried hamburger patty, and holy mackerel, they were so good. Super nice, good sear on the thing. I was like, why am I eating beef hamburgers? I was like, because I love this. This is great. Drop Bear's in there. Good to see you, Glenn. Probably need to post the link for anybody else that wants to hop in for a few. We got a little time left before Mike berates me for not being a pro on Zoom. not being a Zoom pro.
I went to Mike's website today and I started to cry.
You'll have to elaborate on that, sir.
Saw a beautiful Ashton.
Oh.
And I was like, oh. It was calling me, but I can't do it. And I was like, frig.
Oh, you're good, Glenn. Just wanted to post it just in case, sir. I'll let the other guys berate you, pal.
Yeah, there's still 17 more there, Everett.
Oh, okay.
Oh, there you go. Well, I mean, look, hey, if you liked one, you'd like more.
Wow.
7-day set would suit you well.
Easily. Rotatable. I don't see the problem.
Well, that bulldog might end up coming in my hands. I just don't know yet.
There's 4 bulldogs. You talking the bulldog or the Rhodesians?
The bulldog.
The one with the diamond shank.
Yeah. Diamond shank.
That's a really nice pipe.
Yeah.
If there was one pipe that came in that had an issue, and so I had to keep it. If it hadn't had an issue, that bulldog would be in my rack.
What's up with pipe makers not wanting to sell seconds? Is it just because they're of a quality standard thing that they just don't want to?
Every pipe maker is different, but this pipe had an engineering issue, which I had to correct. So rather than send it back, I just corrected it and then kept the pipe for myself. It wasn't a big issue. Just to drive you crazy, Everett.
Woo! Look at that. Look at that salty dog.
Little spot inside the air passage that was plugged. And I don't know if it was debris from drilling or it hadn't been drilled all the way through. It was only about 1/8 of an inch. So I went in with a hand drill bit, opened it up, but since it's not drilled by the factory, I can't, in good conscience, just drill it out, fix it, and sell it. So it had to stay with me.
I like seconds. I think seconds are just lots of character. It's like seeing the crafter on their journey.
That's not what she said.
Well, I mean, it depends on how much wood.
I was going to use the word sloppy, but
oh no,
as a marketing ploy, but I'm not going to do it. So
that's a marketing ploy. Lord.
Instead of flight seconds, seconds, I was like, no, that ain't gonna work. That won't go over well.
Yeah, what are you gonna put as the business card? Can you taste it yet?
Sloppy seconds.
Can you taste that?
Actually, you know what? If for a pipe maker, if they have seconds and they stamp them sloppy seconds, they would probably be a real hit just because of the name.
Yeah,
it probably would. I'm gonna have to think on that one for a bit.
I don't know if you should really think on that one. I think you should just rip it. Go.
What gets me in trouble? My mouth goes before my brain does.
Welcome to the real world.
Godly. I mean, look, just don't, if you're going to call them sloppy seconds, just don't make a pipe called the gurgler. I want to throw that out there. Okay.
You know, I have two pet peeves in the pipe community. You know what they are?
Do tell.
eBay, bent pipes with the stem upside freaking down. I have a whole Pinterest page dedicated to poor presentation. You got a bent pipe and the stem. I saw a movie. The lady's trying to look seductive with this church warden in her mouth in a tub. I looked at it. I paused it. She's got the freaking stem bent upward. So I was like, oh my God. And the other one is people say I drool too much or I salivate too much. And, you know, they think that's where they're getting the gurgling. No, you nobody in the world salivates that much. You know?
Apparently Willie thinks he does. Apparently Willie's dipping and spitting down his stem while he's smoking a pipe.
But Willie likes Captain Black grape too, so.
Yeah.
Willie's issues are packing.
Maybe a little drying time would help him.
I don't know, Captain Black. I've got some Captain Black from Carter Hall that have been sitting open on my bench, even through this 120-degree summer, that still haven't dried out.
Polyglycanol does not evaporate.
I mean, is that the humectants that are doing that?
Yeah, yes. It's the glycol.
You. I mean, nobody makes. Does anybody make tobacco without it? Without the humectants?
C&D.
They don't use any humectants.
Not that I know of.
I mean,
there's a lot of tobaccos without a lot of anything. Man.
Dang. Bam! Just mic dropping.
Not that
pipe dropping.
Not that I smoke a lot of C&D blends.
Yeah.
You know you're not going to get a sponsorship now, don't you?
Yeah.
I just want you to know that any of the opinions of Phil Rivera are his own and do not represent the opinions of said channel. Thank you.
That's not what you told me last night.
I'm not sure I told you anything last night, Phil. Thank you.
I'm just throwing out my own disclaimer.
And you don't get to call me sloppy seconds like your second pipes that you make too. Sorry, sir. Nope. No, thank you. You're not allowed. I'm a married man.
Not if Katrine sees this.
Oh. First off, Phil, Mike, you were around me for for all of like 6 hours. My wife's been around much longer, and I can tell you the woman's tolerance level is high. The bar, she has learned things and learned to tolerate things.
So you're saying she's built up an immunity or resistance?
I'm saying if she leaves me, I'm screwed. It's game over, pal. Game over, man. I am SOL. That's it. I told her, I said, you know, baby, you leave me. You ain't gonna leave me till you're filthy rich, and we ain't got no prenup.
Why do you think she's going out of town?
Say what?
You know why she keeps going out of town?
I don't give a damn why she keeps going out of town. She can do whatever she wants if she's moneybags.
She's loading those bank accounts that you don't know about that are out of the city.
No problem with me. No problem with me.
That Swiss bank account, the Isle of Man.
Like they always say, if it ain't broke, shut up.
A friend of mine told his wife when they were getting married, it's till death do us part. And he goes, I'm not saying which one of us is dying first.
Oh, no. Well,
in some relationships, that's the goal that we've set.
My twin daughters are going to be here Monday with their husbands for the first time, and Amy with her son and daughter for a few days. And they said, we're talking about San Francisco and all kinds of stuff, whatever they want to do. But said, are you okay with, mom together or we meet separate? I said, I don't care as long as her boyfriend's not there, because he's not family and we ain't going to be hanging out singing karaoke together.
You don't know me like that.
Yeah.
What's your favorite songs to sing in karaoke, Phil?
Oh, God. Roy Orbison.
No,
there we go.
Admit it. It's Bohemian Rhapsody.
All day.
No, God, I hate Bohemian Rhapsody.
Journey.
That's like trying to sing The Day the Music Died. Your lips get numb.
The day the music died.
Down to 3 minutes, Martin.
Understood. Thank you for the time upkeep there, sir. Yep, I see it. Yeah, it's I love karaoke in Japan. The problem was finding a room where you weren't having a couple young kids necking. Because they would always get like the smallest room and rent it, and then that's where they would all go have their makeout sessions. Sessions.
You almost audience there.
That wasn't a karaoke, Martin. That was a love hotel.
Oh, I promise you it was karaoke. If they're just cheap because they're broke. So they got their hour time in, and it was way cheaper than a hotel. I know, because I stayed at the Shinagawa Prince Hotel, and that's not a cheap hotel.
There is no such thing as cheap, decent hotels in Tokyo.
Not in a million years. What was hilarious, and I'll have to think of who all was there that trip, if I can get one of them on at some point. This was the first trip we went over there, and we did something that you're not supposed to do. We had 3 of us in a single room.
Do you know what
that's decapitation offense.
Do you know what the weirdest thing about Tokyo is?
Do tell.
It's not bicycle racks. It's the umbrella racks with the umbrella condoms that are in each hotel.
Not only that, but also the vending machines.
Yeah.
You go into your hotel with a wet umbrella, you curl it up, it goes into a stand, which puts a plastic condom on it.
Yep.
And then you put it in an umbrella stand.
I mean, and the weather there is always garbage, but girls are walking around in mini skirts and knee-high stockings everywhere you go. Like, I mean,
I just saw a review of a Japanese hotel. We had the little pods, whatever, but they had, you could go free breakfast, free lunch, free whatever. But I remember seeing the thing for the freaking umbrellas. I was like, they got more freaking umbrella-related stuff than the UK does.
All right, Phil, this thing's about to cut you off. So I'm going to sign off on you guys.
Later, guys.
We'll pick it up
Later,
on
guys.
the next time. Love those guys. Yeah, the wife ain't quite home yet, but she does. Yeah, I know. She's a keeper. She is a keeper. Thank you. Thank you, Mike, Everett, Phil, for jumping on there. I appreciate all of you. You sweethearts, you bunch of sweethearts. Yeah, we had a bunch of fun times over in Japan. That place is a trip and a half, I will say. Boy George, yes. Hope we get some Boy George for sure. Absolutely take some Boy George. Oh my gosh. Whew. Just wait until Phil reads chat. That's some Tammy White. I want to hear Phil saying, "I feel like a woman." he sings it. He ain't scared. He ain't scared. Oh, Sweet Muffins. Got it. Ohio Mafia Piper. He's got it on the radio. Oh, karaoke in Singapore. I bet that was amazing. Call me! Do some white wedding? Yeah, we can do that. Tell him, Glenn. Own it, baby. Own it. Have you seen some Melissa Etheridge? Oh my God. That went down the wrong way. Oh my God. Woo. I feel better now. Gave me goosebumps. Holy mackerel.
What the?
But oh no. Oh no. Well, tomorrow's Friday, everybody. So we're going to have a ball. Excuse me. Derek should be on his way back from Florida right now. And so we're going to see him when he gets there. And I'll be getting down for that stupid freaking flipper. See you tomorrow.